Thank you. You guys just saw I spilled my water on the way over, so that's what the Democrats are going to look like tomorrow. I really appreciate you guys having me for probably just talk to me in private conversation. Will know very well that I don't really like Republicans. It's not because I'm a leftist, it's because the Republican Party has failed me in almost every single way imaginable. They pushed the big pharma agenda, the vaccine agenda. Many other governors across the state pushed the lockdowns, higher taxes. Many of them are too scared to speak out against abortion. Many are too scared to speak out against the child mutilation that we're seeing in this country. The Republican Party has essentially failed me in every way I can think of. And I think about populism and the America First movement and everything that we're dealing with right now in this country. And I think back in 2016, I think a healthy country doesn't really elect someone like Donald Trump. A healthy country doesn't look for people like Donald Trump to put them into power to be the president of this nation. And so what I'm coming here to say is that this election right now, the former elections that we had, are a lot more than just about the GOP. It's about a lot more than the Republican Party. You have a ruling class in this country who is selfish and evil, that is not dedicated to just Democrats or just Republicans or some ideology. It is the work of Satan. That is really what we are up against in this country right now. We are facing an indescribable evil that wants to take away your very humanity. Yep. This is why we have the people who are involved in politics now, the real people who are not fighting for the GOP or to be on some tickets for their own vanity, or fighting for money or power or political sway or lobbying money. We have people who are doing grassroots campaigns in this country who are really starting to change what politics is about. I mean, I've gone, and you guys have seen my videos that I used to do with PragerU, I would go onto the streets and ask college kids all the time. And one of the questions I would ask them is, do you have faith in your government? Do you have faith in voting? And most people would say no. The rights failed me, the lefts failed me, I'm pretty apathetic, I don't believe my vote matters. That is what was the main object of conversation when I would talk to people about politics. That's because it's about more than politics now. It's about God and it's about the truth. And Paulina is someone who I've known for years now, since my days at PragerU. I remember the first time I met her, I was doing this speech in downtown LA where we were talking about gun rights. I think I was wearing a white polo then too. It's fitting, but I'm now doing it again. But I remember, and I was taken aback by Anna because I thought she was incredibly talented, and I thought that when she came up and spoke, people actually really felt the things that she was saying. You could tell it was someone who was a veteran and actually cared about veteran issues and the things that were affecting them in this country. It wasn't just some politician coming up and preaching to you about the same things over and over again. That's not what I plan to come up here and tell you and preach the same things over to you again about, the inflation, the economy, and these things. And you'll hear from all the other GOP people about how bad they are. You know how bad they are. Anna is someone who loves God, who loves this country, who loves our military, and is someone that I support 100% in this race. And I hope that all of you guys will do the same this election season. She has my vote 100% of the way. Because right now in this country, we are in a crisis that I think is unprecedented in American history. Now, we are in a crisis of meaning. There's an Ernest Hemingway short story where he talks about this young boy, Paco, and his dad. And Paco wanted to be a matador in Spain, but his dad said, no, it's too dangerous, I don't want you to go and do that, we're not going to let this happen. And so Paco runs away from his dad, and he goes to Madrid and becomes a matador. And the dad can't find his son, he doesn't know what to do, so he puts an ad in the local Madrid paper, and he says, Paco, I love you, all is forgiven, please meet me at the steps of the cathedral tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., and let's have a conversation, dad to son. And the next day, And I'm very interested in being on the side that wants to stop that. I'm very interested in being on the side that wants to vanquish evil and preserve what's good. So I ask all of you this election tomorrow, if you haven't done your early voting yet, to go out and vote. But don't vote for some Republican because they have an R next to their name. Don't vote for something because someone told you to do it.
Amen.
Don't vote for someone just because you think it's the right thing to do, that your friends and family are going to say, oh yeah, you voted for the right person, or because you saw it on social media. Don't vote for any of those reasons. Vote because you know what the truth is this election cycle. Vote because you know what we are actually fighting for in this country. A crisis in this country that can only be fixed if we are electing God-fearing politicians who preserve beauty, truth, and goodness. Let's all do it tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. So I think I was supposed to introduce Rogan, but I don't know if he's 3 minutes out. David, I don't know who you are to introduce. Or...
Go ahead, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
All right, well, obviously I was not planning on coming up here and talking, but my name is David Leatherwood, and I just... Say what? Yeah.
I said Maureen!
And Maureen.
Captain Bannon!
This is Maureen. I just want to say I've known Anna for years, and one thing that stands out to me about her, one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about Anna in this race, winning and retiring Charlie Crist forever from Florida 13, getting out of here, is her conviction to truth and loyalty, and to this country. Her service was incredible. You know, years ago, she knew she sacrificed her life to serve this country, and her patriotism speaks for itself. To this day, she's extending that in running for office to represent us. And I know, I mean, she's out here, she interacts with every single one of you. You know, you guys have been out there knocking doors on her behalf. I mean, she's the real deal. You have people that are in it for the wrong reasons. Anna Paulina Luna was never in it for the wrong reasons. She's in it because she cares about you, she cares about this district, and about this country. And when Anna votes to Congress, she's going to vote on behalf of us, the people in her district, and she listens to us, and you know that. So anyway, I'm just so proud to be her friend. Love her to death, and you know she's going to represent us right. And thank God somebody got Charlie Crist out of here, because we need somebody like Anna representing us in the Capitol.
I've also been a friend of Anna's for a few years, and she cares about the people in her district more than you guys know, and she will fight for you when she gets to Congress.
Yeah.
And she has the support 100% of myself, my father,
Yeah.
and the war room.
Yeah!
And she also cares about our vets, and she will not let the way they are treated now by this government continue. So she will do great things when
Yeah.
she wins tomorrow and goes up to DC.
Yeah!
By the way, I'm actually just curious, who has already voted? And who is showing up to vote in person tomorrow? All right. You know, I really, before I hand it back over to Anna, I really believe we're going to see a red tsunami unlike we've ever seen before across the country. You know, Florida has been established as a red state at this point, and I think it's safe to say we're going to see a great victory here. But, you know, in a response to the COVID lockdowns and everything, that we were graciously spared from due to our great Governor Ron DeSantis, I think, you know, people are fed up with these tyrants that we have in office, and, you know, get out to the polls, get your friends out, and we're going to see a huge red tsunami tomorrow. Who's ready for it?
And if you've already voted, get as many friends as possible to the polls tomorrow to vote. As many friends as possible.
Thank you, Maureen and Brokeback. So, David actually wrote a page called Brokeback Patriot, and this is Steve Bannon's daughter, Maureen Bannon. Anyways, wow, I mean, I have a lot of people asking me, what is it like 24 hours out from probably one of the most important times in U.S. history, but also, too, I mean, I say we, because most of you have been on the campaign trail with us for the last couple of years, have really been campaigning for the last 4 years, all to have it come down to the next 24 hours. And I can tell you, after, just in this election alone, over 50,000 doors knocked and 87,000 phone calls made. That's not paid knockers. That's not paid phone bakers. That is volunteers. That is us every single day, twice a day, going out there, rain, sunshine, getting yelled at sometimes. Just real quick show hands. Who's been yelled at door knocking? It's okay. I have to. But that is the power of grassroots engagement. This race was not easy. The primary was contested. But after the primary, they spent $12 million collectively against me to try to keep this seat blue, and we're flipping it tomorrow. Interestingly enough, I think it's just a problem with both sides of politics. We have so much money that comes in, and these people are just so out of touch with issues affecting our community. I mean, please tell me what someone from Michigan or Chicago knows about Florida 13, knows about Pinellas County. They don't know anything about it, right? So go ahead, spend your $12 million. We'll help you with that. Go ahead, drop a phone call from Barack Obama in Florida 13 and see how that works out for you. Who's going to vote for someone that's getting a robocall from Obama? Not me. Right? Are you guys going to vote for that person? I don't think so. So look, I think Friday was just a prime example of how much momentum there is, not just in the state of Florida, but in Pinellas County for this race. I mean, at the event that we had with Turning Point Action, 3,000 people or more showed up to that event. 3,000 residents from Pinellas County, local officials. I mean, this is an incredible grassroots campaign. We're not the only one, but we are one of the biggest grassroots campaigns, I think, on the conservative side in the country. And we wouldn't really be here if it weren't for all of you really giving your time and your resources and energy and working largely on social media over the last couple of years. So we really appreciate that. I can tell you yesterday, obviously, we went down. We were with President Trump at his rally in Miami. That was amazing. And yeah, it was incredible. And when I was talking to him, so Andy and I both went in the back, and he goes, "Man, I saw you ripping on TV the other day," and I think he was watching the Turning Point event. But President Trump does care about this country, and I think that in the next couple of days here, we're going to hear a pretty cool announcement from him. Oh, yeah. I got to be careful what I say. They're recording everything. But I will say for the news outlet that is here, thank you guys, because not all media is fair, and these two guys have really been fair with their coverage. I didn't even know what your party affiliation is. I mean, that's how it should be. I should have known that as a candidate. But I do appreciate that, because you guys will see too, even like, we're not responsible, yeah, we like fair journalists. Yeah. But if you look at just the media publications against me, I mean, they haven't reported on Ashley Moody endorsing me. They haven't reported on me being endorsed by the PBA, which is the largest law enforcement union in the state of Florida. They didn't report that over 3,000 people came to the Turning Point Action event. What they report is Paulina Luna is tied to Pablo Escobar. What? Wrong cartel. I'm Mexican, not Colombian. You got it a little bit confused. The Medellin cartel has nothing to do with Pinellas County. But I mean, either which way, we are going to win, and you guys have my word that, I'm here not because of special interests in DC. I'm here not because of a multi-billionaire that exists in another state. I'm here because of you guys really believing in us and this message and this country to sacrifice all of your time, and every single person in this room. I recognize you guys have been with us on the campaign trail, and that's a pretty incredible thing to say, so thank you. Seriously, thank you for that. Woo! The campaign is not going to stop, though. I mean, the day after tomorrow, I can tell you, we did a tracking poll. As of Friday, we were up 7.3 points. Yeah. President Trump goes, "You gotta win, Anna, you gotta win." We're gonna win President Trump, don't worry. But up 7.3, just to kind of show the anomaly on polling. We were at a statistical tie the primary, we won by 11 points.
Yeah.
So we're going to see people that are afraid of taking those polls because of the weaponization of the federal government against them. They're going to come out and say, we don't like being targeted by the FBI because we want to go to, school board meetings and say, hey, we don't agree with you. We don't want to be targeted by the FBI or the IRS because we donated to, Anna Paulina for Congress.
Yep.
And so we do have a list of goals that we'll be accomplishing once elected. I'm not kidding. We are going to defund those 87,000 IRS agents and employees. And not that I don't pay my taxes, I do pay my taxes, but I don't like paying that much in taxes, it's a lot of money. And guess what, I can tell you right now, I don't really trust the federal government with spending money. They're spending a whole lot of money, we're in a big deficit right now, and no one wants to see this happen except for us. And so we look forward to going up there, but I will be also flying out the very next day, right after the election, to Washington, D.C., because as I promised all of you on the campaign trail, and I'd like to keep my promises, I'm joining the House Freedom Caucus, and that is and then I'm sure you yesterday that that President Trump actually encouraged everyone to vote for Governor DeSantis. We are at a point in our country where conservatives really do need to stick together, and I really appreciate President Trump saying that because I think so many people are trying to create friction amongst those two. And Governor DeSantis is incredible. I'm going to be a selfish Floridian and say I really want to keep him here in Florida for a little bit, but I'm going to be committed to the future too. So we're one team, one fight, united effort here. I just want to say tomorrow, for those of you who are coming out to be at the polls with us, we're going to be everywhere all day tomorrow. For safety reasons, I'm not really posting where I'm going to be at. So you guys will see us, but I have to keep moving just because we've had some issues with that. And I can tell you that there are a lot of who don't want us to win. There are a ton of people who don't want us to win. They've spent $12 million against us. They've been nasty. They're stealing our signs. And we don't have to drop to that level, but what we do have to do is we have to work harder than them. And that's exactly what we're doing. So tomorrow, I look forward to seeing all of you at those precinct locations. I look forward to you guys picking up our new signs. Real quick, we did bring in a new sign. Iris, can you just hold it up real quick? So this is our brand new sign that's going to be at all the polling locations tomorrow. Those are fresh off the press. And for any candidate, I can tell you that I take pride in the sign design. So that is one of my biggest accomplishments right there. Do you know how hard it is to make endorsements? It is not easy, okay? So I worked very hard for us. We got both of them. So those will be up at all the polling locations. We do have a watch party tomorrow, so please, Olivia, we want to make sure that you guys, your names are on the list for that. And then as you know, I know that Governor DeSantis is actually going to be doing a watch party in Tampa. So I'm sure there'll be people bouncing back and forth, but that's okay, because we will meet tomorrow night. So, and then my last really Sandy, here real quick. I know, I just thought as a picky didn't, right? Andy has really gone above and beyond, I think, in any role. Really, I mean, he reminds me when to go to sleep, when to eat. We go to Taco Bell all the time. I probably shouldn't be saying that as a Mexican, but I love Taco Bell. But he really has, and he cares about this community just as much. The veteran community will not go without being absolutely respected and treated the way it should be. And we will be opening up an office at Bay Pines, and Andy's going to help with that. So thank you. Here for you guys. And I'm glad for Andy right now.
Andy!
So, he's a little bit late walking in, but I am going to be able to introduce someone that I have had the pleasure of calling my friend over the last couple of years. Someone that I actually called when I was trying to figure out whether or not I was going to go to school or whether or not I was going to run for Congress. I had a midlife crisis to try to figure out two very different paths and how I was going to help out. And it was actually Rogan who I called, one of the, him, my dad, and a few other people. So Rogan, come on up.
Nice.
We're also twinning. We're making cowboy boots cool in Pinellas County.
Aren't you guys glad I started to run for Congress? So, I'll be quick because I know everyone's got a lot to do and I have a homework assignment for all of you. But I actually just got back from Arizona. I was out campaigning with Carrie Lake, Steve Hamade, Mark Fincham. I have a very good feeling about what's going to be happening there. I think a lot of people do, which is why she got the white powder mailed to her. FBI tried to shut down her campaign headquarters. And I was with her when we found out the news, and she couldn't care less. She's on a mission to save Arizona. And, you know, this is a moment where people, I believe, are being called by God to step up and be absolutely fearless in the face of evil. And there's one person I know that has been equally, if not more, fearless in the face of evil, and that is Paulina. If she can stand up to what she has been faced with, just imagine how good and filled with integrity she is going to be in D.C. when the swamp tries to get their tentacles around her. She's going to resist. She is going to stand up for we the people. We the people. And we the people tomorrow are taking back America from the Marxist left. It's happening, okay? And so my one homework assignment for all of you, everyone here knows the right stuff, they know the right people to support. Call up 3, 5, 10 friends. Call them tonight, that last-ditch effort. Yes, she's up in the polls, but Pinellas is real close overall in the early vote. We've got a good start. Let's bring it home. Let's send a message so that Anna doesn't even have to have a primary next time. So that no one even wants to face her in the general next time because they know that she is a machine and that her support base is unstoppable. And that's you. That is we the people. We are taking back Pinellas. We're going to flip this seat. Take it from Charlie Crist, put it in the GOP, and we are going to stop the Biden regime from taking over and destroying this country. So let's get it done tomorrow.
All right, everyone. Aren't you so, hyped up after all that? Thank you guys so much for coming. These are the best people right here, okay? You don't get any better. Wilwood's content, I remember actually when I, first became, a conservative, in college, I remember, laughing at his videos, seeing, how ridiculous, so many people are, and seeing people's minds being changed as well, That's really what it's about, is changing minds, getting out there, talking to everyone you know, your family, your friends, and talking about what matters. I mean, Anna's running on issues that matter. And I love her shirts. Pro-God, pro-gun, pro-life, anti-globalist. I mean, that's it, guys. Because this is a spiritual battle, and Neville said a couple times. This is real. Okay, so tomorrow I'm confident that we're going to win, but we can't slow down.
No.
To the finish line.
Yep.
Okay? We gotta go out, we gotta knock this today. You're all gonna see that you have a walkbook at your seats. We have door hangers at the tables as well. And I love these because we have Anna on one side and then we have Governor DeSantis on the other. So 2 for 1, we're gonna put these, so when you guys doorknock, you just have to put these on the doorknob. You just go to the addresses, of course, that are on your walkbook. Some of them go a little bit out of order, but it should be pretty easy to do for you guys. So there is one at each seat. If you guys want more, if you want to do a couple, that would be great as well. As much or as little as you guys can do is totally fine. But we really want to do as much as we can today. And, maybe someone gets one of these door hangers and they're like, wow, maybe I will go out and vote. I didn't really know if I was going to, but, now I will. And that's really what it's all about, because there have been races in Florida where we've seen it's a couple votes. Governor DeSantis won his governor's election in 2018 by 30,000 votes almost. It was 30,000 votes. Could you imagine how different things would have been without those 30,000 people?
We'll be still locked up.
I mean, it like sends chills down your spine. And it's all of you that make the difference. It's all of you. That's the reason why we have Governor DeSantis. That's the reason why we're going to elect Anna. So let's just go really hard today, do as much as you can, and let's win tomorrow, okay? Thank you all so much. We have beautiful cupcakes over there. We have red, white, and blue cupcakes. Go eat them. Take 2 or 3 or however many you want. Please eat. I know you guys, a lot of you are eating lunch, but please eat cupcakes as well. We have more door hangers over there. If you want to take like a bunch, we have so many more. If you just want to take like a bunch of them and just go up and down your block even.
John, say something.
And Sharon's buttons as well. They're super cute and they're pink, which is my favorite. They're limited edition. So you want to go get those as well. And we have stickers and stuff over there, buttons, take whatever. And today is about you guys, so I hope you guys are having fun and have enjoyed, and I love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, just real quick, I mean, kind of like what Sydney said, I mean, even if you can take some door hangers and just go up and down your block, anywhere in your neighborhood, every Walmart, just give them to as many people as you can, seriously, every door count. You'd be surprised how many people, they don't even know who's on their ballot, still like going into election day, they don't even know what to vote for, what to look for, so seriously, everything counts today, guys, and we are going for being here, enjoy. Let us know if you need anything.
Thank you.
Grab this thing real quick, and then if you can grab some of the new signs.
Can you say something
Hey,
to the
Vincent.
community of the Vietnamese community in Pinellas
How do I say
County?
vote for me in Vietnamese?
Bỏ phiếu cho tôi.
Wait, say it again.
Everybody,
Bỏ phiếu cho tôi.
Bỏ phiếu cho tôi. Luna.
Cho Luna. Bỏ phiếu cho Luna.
Yeah, I got it. I just want to say thank you everyone for your support. We're really excited about the race, and I look forward to having your vote tomorrow and being your next representative for Florida 13.
So if everyone's, it's a group sign with all the
Thank you,
candidates.
Vincent.
So all
Đấy, quý vị đã nghe, quý vị nghe cô Luna vừa nói chuyện với quý vị. Ngày mai là ngày 8 tháng 11 năm 2022 là thứ ba, ngày rất là quan trọng ở địa hạt số 13 là mọi người nhớ đi bỏ phiếu, nha quý vị. Cái này là vì tương lai của nước Mỹ nè, vì tương lai của đất nước chúng ta, ok? Mọi người vui lòng đi bỏ phiếu cho cô Anna Paulina Luna. Where's John? Ok, thì chút xíu nữa QV sẽ đi làm thêm mấy cái công việc, thì sẽ làm mấy cái livestream cho tất cả quý vị cùng xem trên cái video livestream trên YouTube. Rồi ngày mai là ngày bầu cử rồi, thì QV cũng sẽ làm có lẽ 1 hoặc 2 cái livestream để cho quý vị có thể theo dõi ở bầu cử ở địa hạt số 13 Pinellas County, Florida. Ok, sẽ làm livestream cho quý vị xem. Rồi tối thứ ba sẽ có một cái. Hi Penny.
Hi.
Say hello.
Hi.
Xin chào.
We're here supporting Anna. We've got what?
24 hours.
One day left.
Right.
Today's it.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the last day to vote. and that's it, it's over. So just talk to everybody you know, make phone calls, walk to people in the streets. Gotta do it. We have to win.
And Penny, in 2016, you did a lot for President Trump, and now that we're getting ready to start that all over again, right, Penny? You ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm ready for November for this to be over.
Well,
I want to wake up on Wednesday morning and know that everything is good and Trump is running.
Start planning.
The
On the
name of my
14th.
group is Penny's Trump Train.
Right,
You
right.
can find me on Facebook. I'm on True Social. It's Penny Atwell Jones, Penny's Trump Train.
Right. Thank you, Penny. Penny là bà Penny đó, Penny Jones á, là người nói chung là Tổng thống Trump rất là yêu mến, là tại vì bà chuyên hey Karen, how are you doing? Say hello.
I got my sunglasses on, I'm ready to go out. I got a meeting tonight with my Clearwater Beach Association, so I got it.
Are you going over to the corner later? 3 o'clock.
No, I can't.
Okay.
I've got to be at, I got a thing with my Clearwater Beach Association at the Island Estates restaurant. Then after that, I have a meeting at 7, so
There's a lot of meeting going on.
I know. I kind of forgot about my CBA for a while, and I'm on the board, so I gotta.
We're all busy.
I gotta start doing some things with that.
I know. Well, thank you. I'll see you later, Karen.
The entertainment committee too, so that's.
Keep you going. Hy vọng là ngày 14 tháng 11 sắp tới quý vị sẽ nghe những cái thông báo từ Tổng thống Donald Trump nhé. Chuẩn bị cái thông tin đó. Rồi cái gì nữa ta? Mới nãy đang nói chuyện về bà Penny Jones. Bà Penny Jones là trước đây là người mà gọi là ủng hộ Tổng thống Trump mạnh lắm ở cái Pinellas County này và Florida. Bà là những người nằm trong các cái committee là tổ chức các cái rally, luôn cả cái boat rally và luôn cả các cái car rally ở Florida này đó quý vị. Ok, thôi bây giờ mình QV xin phép được ngưng cái livestream ở đây để phải chuẩn bị đi một cái công việc kế tiếp nữa. Chút xíu tầm 1-2 tiếng nữa QV sẽ trở lại trong chương trình livestream sắp tới. Xin kính chào tất cả quý vị. Chúc tất cả quý vị một ngày thứ hai thật là tốt đẹp và bình an. Thank you và bye bye.